All right, we are in Eton this morning, going to Windsor Castle to do a tour of the castle. Been there before, but Emerson and Pam have not. So that's what we're doing this morning. We're in this little lovely town of Eton. There's Eton College that we passed, school for young adults. Lovely, lovely little cottages all over the place. But this is where we're starting this morning. So, second tour of the visit. We have Thomas as our guide, who will be guiding us around the town. Lovely town of Eton.
When you've been to London before, did you go to the Tower of London?
Yes.
So the Tower of London, much like Windsor, started life as under William the Conqueror. So 1066, William the Conqueror came, Battle of Hastings was won. Started what we call the modern dynasties, if you like. So that was the Norman dynasty, and everyone thinks that the Saxons sort of rolled over the next morning and said, "Welcome, William. You won, we lost." It took him to like eight to 10 years to subjugate the whole country, but he started out by building defences around London. Tower of London, defensive, but also a big statement. A statement building. This was a simple, what they call a motte and bailey. So they find a position overlooking the river and overlooking the road that went between Winchester and London, important road. Build a mound and a wooden stockade around it. What we see today is basically an evolution. You can't look at Windsor Castle and say, when was that castle built? It's been built over 900 years. So the first stone building here was built under Henry III, so that's the third king after William the Conqueror. It was his third son, actually. And that was built in 1119, so you'll see that, and then you'll see a whole evolution of additions from the early Tudors, Henry VIII. There's a car coming to the pavement. We're going to go straight over, but just let the car go. Eton, basically, the Thames is actually split into two. This is by far the bigger stream. There's a smaller stream the other side. Eton, an 8 spelled E-Y-O-T sometimes, or A-I-G-H-T, is an island in a river. So Eton is the 8th town, the town of the island in the river. That's where the name comes from.
Look how many swans there are.
I'm fascinated by this.
This one, yeah.
by this.
It's like a million of them. I don't think they're endangered anymore. I think we can start eating them now.
Well, they do eat them.
Do they eat them?
Yeah.
Do they taste good?
Yeah, well, I've never tried them, but I mean, yeah. So, all of the swans on the River Thames belong to King Charles III.
Oh.
Really?
Every single one.
Wow.
And if, say, one of the Oxford colleges, for a big feast or a dinner, they do this thing where you kind of take a quail and you put it inside a chicken, and then you put it inside. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yes, and some. And basically, they would have to apply to Buckingham Palace to ask permission.
Wow.
To have a swan slaughtered and cooked.
Okay. They're such beautiful looking creatures. Why would you want to kill one?
funny hats.
Come back this way.
Check this out. This building is leaning to one side. I think if I push it, it's going to collapse. It looks like I need to apply lens correction, but it's actually leaning.
So, Christopher Wren, our greatest architect, he was commissioned to design this building, which is the Guildhall, the town hall, effectively. Once it was built, the town council approached him and said, "Thank you very much, Sir Christopher. However, we are a little bit concerned that the building doesn't have enough structural support in the middle of it." Christopher Wren said, "Do you know who I am? I'm the finest architect this country's ever seen. However, I will give you 4 columns in the middle, and that's the 4 columns that don't touch."
What do you notice about the top?
There's like a gap
This is big
between the
little
ceiling and the
thing.
column. It's like they don't touch. Street in the country. It ends here.
This is officially
Street with the street name. Yeah.
It says skip and a hop, and you're there.
Think about a castle and something called Deli Dogs. I was thinking I should be from construction.
We're gonna go in and explore Windsor Castle. This grounds are vast.
the king is not in.
The king is not in.
Is not in.
Did he know we were? Did he know we were coming today?
Well, I booked tea,
Oh, okay.
so you know. If the king's in, the Royal Standard's flying up on the round tower there.
Yeah.
Strangely, there's no flag flying. I don't know why. I'll have to ask. Does it normally, if it's the Union Jack, normally the Union Jack or the Royal Standard, and if the king's literally arriving, as he arrives, the Union Jack comes down. As he literally drives through the gate, the Union Jack comes down.
Oh, and the other one goes
and
up.
the other one goes
Yeah.
up. It's a different colour, greyer stone.
Yeah.
That's the 900-year-old building. That's the
Okay.
oldest stone building on the site. The rest of it built on top, late 1700s. So it's now rather royal. And the necktie. You go ahead. I've been
So you're safe. Yeah. Very.
Let's, should we go ahead? Now, here we have choices. There's a queue to get into the
That's not a British accent. That sounds more like a Southern accent.
You
Queen
can always
Mary's
find
Golf.
the Americans. Not just because of the accent, because they'll be the ones complaining about something. So we got every.
down there, or there's some public toilets right by the car. If anyone needs,
Yeah, I'm good for now. Nice little light posts with it.
There's a waterfall.
Yeah, well, this is the governor. He's in control of the whole estate, basically. In the summer, yes, it's a home.
This is the governor of Windsor.
The governor of Windsor Castle.
Windsor Castle.
Yeah, specifically the castle.
He lives there.
Yeah. Usually ex-military.
Oh, there's the flag. The flag is
Yeah,
there.
it is there. Yeah, but that's what. But you know, I said you couldn't see it from the other side.
Yeah.
It's so limited. It's hanging this side. You
Yeah.
wouldn't have even known.
They,
it was
they should
flying.
put a bigger flag there.
Yeah. Well, yes, they normally do. But actually, that is a wild weather flag.
Oh.
We had very high winds and rain. Oh, you missed that. But the last 2 days, we had really high winds and rain, and
Yeah.
they put up smaller flags. So they
Okay.
don't get torn to shreds.
So they don't. Okay, I
I
see.
suspect tomorrow that will be replaced by one the normal size. But that's,
Okay.
that's a wild weather, what they call a wild weather flag.
Yeah. Got it.
Okay, so we'll wander back toward the car then, shall we?
What did you think of the tour of the castle?
I liked it. I mean, I've been to London a couple times before. I have not been to Windsor, so it's good to have seen Windsor. It's clearly something from a different era, but it's lovely. It's wet.
Did they get you?
Well, they didn't actually.
Swans.
And I'm a friend.
He's like, these my women. Back up. The Royal Mail. Oh yeah.
He's just saw the postman walk.
Yeah,
walk
I
past.
saw
He's just
him, yeah.
collected.
Royal Postman.
Yeah. VR Victoria Regina. So it's very old. So that must be at least 124 years old because she died in 1901.
The Victoria Postbox you
Yeah,
were talking about. Yeah.
this is what I was telling you
yeah.
about. And just that little weighted.
Yeah, put it in.
Okay.
Beautiful antique bookstore back there. Oh, antique books are right there.
I do.
I was an English major at college. My love of books has never waned.
All right, guys, thank you for watching. That was the end of the Windsor tour, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you for watching.